Welcome back to Down the Candle. We've got with us today Big E, Elias, the man with the big eye, from across the pond.
Yeah.
Sort of not, maybe.
Yeah.
Welcome to the podcast, and our new home, maybe. New home. That's why we've been gone for so long. Been on to getting out the crib, getting out of the basement, off the casting couch, into another, what I would assume 1960s porn stars would have gone casting.
There is come. This couch.
There is come. There might be more if this fruitful friendship lasts.
Yeah, his roommate's over there.
He'll watch though. No.
He loves cum.
It's good to be back.
Feeling salty?
Feeling salty?
That's what it sounds.
Not yet. Come to Outback Steakhouse.
We immediately got made with this. That's crazy.
It's alright. It's what a podcast is for. It happens.
Exactly.
But we've got I don't know. Stop me if I'm wrong. You're an Irish American metal worker, socialist.
Yeah.
Tapped into the big pond with the big S's, but not the double S.
Right. Fucking double S.
Yeah, those guys suck.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. Fucking Uber driver, randomly met going down to the bars.
Yeah, this is the best, dude. I've met so many people. It's also like a recruiting tactic. it's like the best recruiting tactic ever. You know how many members like I have that I've just like I've been talking with them about like the horrors of capitalism, and I'm just like, hey, actually have this group.
Got this little known squad. I don't know if you've heard it before. It's called socialism.
Yeah. Well, the San Patricios is like the one that I run here in Lexington, and it's all like Irish American or Irish nationals, and like I said, we partner with the BP party and the BV party.
But not to be confused with the BP oil company.
No, fuck British Petroleum for sure. We do not have interest in Palestinian oil or Venezuela. So
it's good to know. Just had to make sure. I'm actually a socialist that fucks heavily with the BP oil. That's fun.
No, we're basically. I mean, I can just tell you, our thing is same as the group that we were born out of, is serve, observe, and protect the community, which includes everybody, even cunts we don't like, like racist cunts. I mean, if any sort of like oppressiveness from the government, basically, or anybody else, doesn't matter.
Yeah. The good guys. These just seem like
we try to be.
These are like just characteristic, like super, like things you would like word associate with like superheroes or like what America thought it was.
It's basically
after
like
World War II.
Right. Yeah, with all the except for like toppling any democratically socialist elected official in South America.
It's good that you guys stayed out of that.
Yeah.
But we talked for I think like maybe 15 minutes before the mics were charging, and you were giving me the basics of what socialism seems to be like to you.
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like that would be an easy like Uber ride just to convert somebody.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's like I believe in that people should basically be paid the value that they create in the workplace.
Yeah.
I think unchecked capitalism just creates suffering, because it's designed to keep people in the ground under basically with shit wages and extremely high rent. It keeps people controlled.
Yeah, keeping the man down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Keeping the man down under.
Yeah, I mean, right now, fuck, what's this apartment cost a month? What, $1,200?
Yeah.
$1,200 a month. And the minimum wage is what, $7.25 right now?
Yeah.
That's what it is, $7.25. I know most people aren't making that. They're making, even a good, quote unquote, good job without a college degree is what, $17, $18, $19.
Yeah, that's what I'm rocking with right now.
And that's if you didn't have a roommate, couldn't pay the rent and the utilities and food. What I mean? So
for sure.
Which is weird because
if I was living here by myself, there would be a very large starch difference.
But I'm just saying if you allow people to take advantage of other people,
yeah,
it's not good. And that's basically what capitalism and the free market is, which I believe in a free market with like democratically socialist policies. As in like, no, you can't like overcharge on fucking rent, you know, you can't like pay your people shit, like you need to pay them what their value is, you know. Those are the two basics for me, you know. And
that seems to be what old Mom Donnie's up to up there.
Yeah, he just wants to get people like decent pay. For, you know, it's the same thing. You know, there was a group of like coal miner strikers, actually specifically Irish coal miner strikers, which is why I know about them. Molly McGuire's. You ever heard of them?
I have not. I've heard of Molly.
Yeah. Well, they invented Molly.
They invented Indian.
They were in the coal mines just rolling. They were like, God, this is so fun.
This is so fun.
I love this. I'm doing this of my own volition. Company, store, script. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know, but Molly McGuire's were like a group, quote unquote, secret society. Obviously not, because we know they are, but that were trying to unionize within the coal mines, right? To like get better pay and get actual money.
Mm-hmm.
Because in West Virginia and Eastern Kentucky and like southwestern Pennsylvania, like they were only paid in company store script, as in like literally tokens, like your tokens for.
God damn.
And then the stores, they would create inflation so that the scripts got them less and less and less.
So we're doing some market manipulation on top of giving fucking
money.
Tokens, yeah.
Which, put that on a grand scale, and that's literally what's happening here. But then the Molly McGuire's were like, no, like you need to give us real money. Like we're in here, like people are literally dying, like we're blowing up coal, like we need real money.
Yeah. We haven't figured out how to mine the best yet.
Yeah.
We're still constantly dying.
And they were like, no, we're not giving you real money. And also now we're going to hire something called the Pinkerton Agency.
Oh, those guys suck.
Yeah, they came in and they were literally like, go to work for your company tokens or we're going to kill you. Like they literally started killing people. And so the Molly McGuire's were created to combat that. And they were literally like killing like greedy bosses and like they went to war. They really went to war like in order to get a better quality of life. Ultimately, you know, they started out peacefully, but when they were attacked, they attacked back. But ultimately, they rounded up everyone that they thought was a Molly McGuire or could be a Molly McGuire, and they hung them, all of them.
God damn.
Yeah, killed all of them. Same thing happened in that was in 1879.
1879, you got the dates.
Yeah, in 1921, the Battle of Mattawan happened. That's where the term redneck comes from, with the Battle of Mattawan, or they call it the Battle of Blair Mountain, where the same thing happened. They were like, in those days, you couldn't just leave that mine. People might think, hey, why don't you just go get another job if you don't like it? Well, you're deep in the fucking woods of West Virginia. Like, these are the only jobs.
Yeah, we don't have McDonald's yet.
Yeah, this is...
There's not Sears to go work at.
There's almost no roads. Like, there's no way out. Like, there's not... You can't just... Where you gonna walk 100 miles with your crumbs that you just got from the company store with your family? No.
Yeah.
Like, they literally, like, had these people...
Still hitting the wagon, I assume, too, right? Like,
yeah. They literally had these people enslaved. Like, they had a position where they had to work constantly just to get a little bit of coins to go to the company store and then repeat.
Fuck.
Yeah. And so in 1921, same thing, revolt. And the National Guard was brought in, they had planes, they dropped bombs on these people.
Wow.
And yeah, it was crazy. Battle of Blair Mountain, like hundreds of people died. But that was in Eastern Kentucky.
Really?
Yeah, Mattawan. I'm sorry, no, West Virginia. Right on the border with Eastern Kentucky.
They didn't put that in my textbook. Probably should have, though.
Yeah. You ever heard about the Memorial Day Massacre?
No.
That was in the 40s, 1940s. In Chicago, there was a union strike where they went to, again, like ask for better wages, very peacefully, you know, and they were just mowed down on the street. Literally, they just killed tons of them. Like, people don't talk about that, you know.
Yeah, the only time you really hear about like the Pinkertons or like the Industrial Revolution, right, where
Yeah.
They're getting killed on the street. Like, that's the only time you hear about that in, like, textbooks or the fucking History Channel, for a matter of fact, I guess. It's like, no one's...
We'd rather talk about, like, ancient aliens. You know?
Yeah.
Which is dope, you know.
Ancient aliens are cool.
But, like...
I love that guy.
I don't know if it's not aliens, but... We know they're not illegal. But anyway...
They're killing aliens in the street right now, too.
But, fucking... So, I mean, that's why it kind of blows my mind when I see, like, working class, like, white people, basically, like, not aligning with, you know, groups like the Panthers and the Braves. Because it's like, do you not understand that, like, your grandfathers, like, fought for better rights? And, you know, these are socialist ideas in order, you know, like, ownership in the company of the workers. Is a socialist idea. That's what it is. It's just like
like, that's the problem with, like, I think coming up as a, like, you get born into a Republican family, right? Capitalism's the move, capitalism this, capitalism that.
Yeah, it's like you just work really, really hard and you will make it, which you might if you get lucky.
Yeah.
If you have the right circumstances, you know. Yeah.
That's unfortunately the train I'm on, and right now is I gotta sell something. Something has to be sold.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's where it's like that's totally fine. Like, socialism is not like anti-making money. You know, like,
yeah.
It's you know,
you just don't need all the money.
Right. It's just that it's actually quite the opposite. It's like we want everybody to have money, actually, and quite a bit of it too. Like it's
but not $1 trillion.
Yeah.
Shout out Big E, not this E. Shout out Big Elon.
Yeah, big fucking Elon Tusk or whatever.
Elon Tusk.
Elon Chest.
Dude, I get so pissed when I see him jump. I get so angry. Like, how unathletic can a human being be?
I would think his arms and legs would just fall off like mashed potato if they jumped.
They're just full of ketamine.
Not literally, but fucking, you know, I mean, in order to have, like I said, like in order to have like a free market with socialist policies, people have to want it, you know, and that's why it's so tough, because the people in power don't want that, because it would take away their millions. And although, yes, they would still have their millions, other people would be able to also acquire, you know, not an extreme amount of money, but like I said, like the guy making $10 at Burger King should be making more than $10 because he's the one creating the value.
Yeah.
You know.
It's also a thing I saw in a video, I think it was like Ben Scott or something, it was like, I miss capitalism, which is like, especially with like things that you buy off the internet that you have to assemble yourself. Like, that doesn't make any sense. Why should I have to do a part of your your production wheel?
Yeah.
Like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing a 26-step process of like, all right, I got to put the base together. Not saying that the poor sweatshop worker should do it, but I mean, like, also let's figure out a way where there's not a sweatshop worker doing that. You know what I'm saying?
Right, for sure. Exactly. Well, and one of the things is like, we don't really live in a capitalist society right now, like at all. Because if you pay taxes, then you're participating in socialism. It's just that we're paying taxes, and you know, when we pay our taxes in, it just doesn't go to the right places. It goes all to the military, all to you know, as the term pork barreling, goes into basically politicians' pockets.
Slush funds.
Wherever they want it to go. Whereas it should be decided by the people where the taxes go. That's socialism. In a nutshell, we should decide where our taxes, our money that we make, goes.
And to be the devil's advocate here of like, say, I don't know, I was gonna say like, fucking 25% goes to the roads, 25% goes to fucking the schools, and then 50% goes to, I don't know, the botanical garden fund. Like, how does socialism like balance itself out?
Well, that's the crazy thing, is that we're sitting here and we don't even know.
Yeah.
Where our money.
I couldn't tell you.
Like, we pay a third of our money out, and we're just like, Yep.
Trust the process.
Just trust the process, but like we should be more, like involved, especially with like, socialism to me, in my opinion, is like the ultimate version of democracy, where it's owned by all of the people. And especially with our technology now, there's no reason we can't have a direct democracy, like a direct democracy. Like I'm talking about, like, oh, there's an issue. Put it online. Like, literally let everybody.
Just do a Twitter poll.
Literally, like, just
sweep bomb this motherfucker.
Yeah, like there's no reason that we shouldn't be able to just say, like, yeah, we don't want that guy in office, or yeah, we want this guy in office, or yeah, we want to do this with this amount of money. It's like we can do that. Like we have the technology to have a direct, with people's democracy, like actually making democratic decisions rather than what we have now,
where we vote someone in to make those decisions for us.
It's a representative democracy. I just think there's no reason we can't. Other than, most of our politicians are bought out. That's just what it is.
That seems to be it. Shout out Mr. Massey though. He's really kicked it up.
I actually don't know what he's doing.
Oh, he's nothing too much of the socialist side, but he's definitely exposing the corruption that our government's been doing for quite some time now.
Right. That's my thing is.
Oh, when you like this one, AIPAC used hundreds of millions, I think, on campaigning to get him unreelected, or not to get reelected. And I don't know how many consecutive terms he went in a row unopposed, and now this time he gets beat out by some Trump meat writer.
Some meat writer.
Yeah,
absolutely. Go team guy.
Go team guy. Yeah.
It's fucking. Did you know about Florida using taxpayer funds to buy Israeli war bonds?
Oh.
At a county level.
It's actually kind of tough.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like they were buying Israeli war bonds, like the fucking like the county themselves.
Hell, well, I can't say hell yeah, but they're getting their bag
with taxpayer money. Well, that's the thing is actually no.
Did not get their bag.
What happened was that the Israelis put out their, this is insane that we're even talking about this, but they put out that what's it called, like halfway through they're like, okay, the dividends are actually not looking great on the bonds, and so like the Florida governments were, and then you can look this up, like the details later, but they were basically like, well, no, we're actually not going to buy any more Israeli war bonds.
If you can, Lou, put a nice little
This is gonna get a red dot on both of our heads for sure in about 2 seconds. But
it's got tiny windows.
Yeah, this is great. Actually, this is like a very defensible position. But like,
two artists who can't defend anything.
Yeah. I love guns.
I can't have a gun in the house or I'll kill myself.
I can't like just be carrying around an off switch. You know what I mean? It's crazy. I can't deal with that.
It's kind of like the same thing with like anything's a sex toy if you're brave enough. Anything's a suicide weapon if you're brave enough.
That's like anything's a drive-through if you're brave enough. Right through there. But whenever they said that the dividends were not looking great, like basically like the bag is not going to be as full.
Yeah.
Florida was like, yeah, we're not buying these anymore. The same day, the Republican legislation in Florida passed something that said you cannot discriminate against foreign war bonds. Like something like that, where like they're basically saying you have to buy these. Literally put them in a position where they were like, no, you have to buy these. You're literally discriminating. You're being anti-Semitic by not buying these fucking war bonds.
Dude, they've been ripping in everything's anti-Semitic.
Yeah, the Republican Party. This is just the fucking Israelis are just ramming up their ass. It's literally just a puppet at this point.
And I love how you said it Israeli, because there's a lot of people, unfortunately, that are like, it's the Jews.
No. Orthodox ethnic Jews are so against everything that the Israeli government is doing.
Yeah. I've seen them getting active in the streets. They've lived together for centuries.
I've seen them literally fighting like IDF people. Like it's not, it's insane. But because most of the Zionists are, and that's what it really is. The Zionists are mainly Ashkenazi Jews from Europe that went to Israel in 1948.
Ashkenazi? Oh my gosh, Ashkenazi, they're doing a genocide. That's the only time that bit works. That does not work on stage.
I'm sure it doesn't. Nobody knows what that even is. No, it's good. Dude, the other day I was literally I'm driving through Kentucky, bumping Gaelic Irish rap about ending the British rule.
Some Jewish Americans have just a lot of money to spend. Not even on some all Jews have money or whatever.
Yeah. I know some poor ass Jews.
I was watching a Andrew 5 thing today about the apartheid, and he was interviewing Jews in New York, or one of his correspondents was. It was some Hasidic fellas, and they were like, "This is not right. This is bad." And it just shows it's not all of them.
No. The Orthodox Jews are some of the most fervently opposed to what they're doing in Palestine. Yeah. The Orthodox guys.
I wanted to make sure we got that because this is the second day of trying to film this.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Because they're not going to tell by the starkly difference in lighting.
Right. So there's Zionism was born in England, and that's what it's named after, is a guy, and in a lot of ways the entire conflict in that area is because of British politics.
Oh,
so
okay.
At the end of the Irish War for Independence, right? So we won our independence from the United Kingdom after an 800-year-long fight.
Yeah.
And off and on rebellions and all, we finally won in 1922, right? And when those soldiers left Ireland, right, that were fighting on behalf of the crown, they were called the Black and Tans because of their uniforms that they wore. They literally left Ireland and went straight over to Palestine. Poop, poop. Yeah. That's why Ireland has such a strong support for that country, because the same people that were terrorizing and murdering families in Ireland, they went and did the same thing in what was at the time called British mandated Palestine.
My favorite.
Yeah, British mandated.
My favorite vacation resort.
Yeah, British mandated Palestine, great place. No, that is fucking.
That's
most mandated.
Yeah, we need by 2027 we need Bitcoin vending machines in downtown Palestine.
Yeah, I'm sure if they get their way, that's what they will have. Something like that, man. But but all that to say, that entire thing was created. The nation of Israel was also created by the British government. They drew those lines, they partitioned it, creating more conflict, while the British were terrorizing both sides, and then both sides were terrorizing each other because of horrible British politics.
Gotcha.
And basically leftover colonialism, which a lot of people don't realize that a lot of colonialism took place in the 20th century, all the way up until the 1970s and 80s, especially in Africa. Kenya didn't get their independence until the 70s.
Damn. They're still getting after it.
They were still getting after it. They were still wanting to take their shit, which that can bring us into the Troubles, because that's the same time period.
Troubles, is that a band?
Yes. It's
is it a band?
Yeah, it's all bombs. That's all they do. They just come in, they're like, hey, we're the Troubles, and they just set off a bomb.
The Troubles.
But, so the Troubles are a term for basically a dirty war that happened in Ireland, mainly Northern Ireland and some parts of the UK, which kind of kicked off in the early 60s and the late 50s because of Protestant aggression towards Catholic neighborhoods.
And the Protestant fellas, those are the guys in
And those are in Northern Ireland, in Belfast, and
Belfast.
That's one city that's in there that's seen a lot of fighting. But the IRA basically came about and resurfaced as a community self-defense group in the beginning. Obviously, not the same IRA that would have been fighting in the War of Independence, which was also the IRA. But this was, they called themselves the Provisional IRA. They were anti-treaty. They didn't believe in the partition of Ireland. They thought that all of Ireland should be governed by the Irish, period, right?
Yeah.
That's their thing. A 32-county socialist republic, period. That's what they want.
Wanted the whole team together.
Yeah, whole team together. But there's a lot of people that live in the north of Ireland that are descended from invaders and colonizers that are of English, Scottish, Welsh origin, all from the UK.
Those damn Anglos, as you once referred to me as.
Yeah, them Anglos. Yeah, they're
Those
up there.
filthy Anglos.
Right. So we can fast forward to 1972, right? So there's one of the biggest issues was that Catholic Irish people, which it's not a religious problem, it just so happens that the divide falls on those lines. The English are just, and the Brits are typically just Protestant, and that's not always true though. And the Irish are typically Catholic. It's more of a native versus invader.
They're looking pretty Hindu right now, brother. That
Right.
damn immigrant problem.
Right. Them guys. Those guys over
Those
there.
fellas.
Yeah. But 1972, they're marching so that Irish people can get the right to vote in Northern Ireland, right? If you were Irish and Catholic, there was no way you were fucking voting. Not happening.
What other, is that the only rights they had stripped of them?
No, housing was an issue. That's the thing. Because you had to own a house or land in order to vote. And the Catholics were very much pushed out of being allowed to own property by the Orange Order. And
The Orange Order?
Yeah, that's the Orange Men. That's mainly like Presbyterian Scots and British people in Northern Ireland that lived there.
They were
Yeah.
taking your fucking color too. God damn.
Well, that's actually where the color comes from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like when Ireland became a country, it was meant, like the green represents the Catholic side, white represents neutrality, and orange was initially supposed to be inclusive of the Protestants. There's a guy called William of Orange that a lot of the Protestant community identifies with. But so during that civil rights march, in order to change the legislation to make it more representation for people to vote, right?
Yeah.
Something happened that the British paratroopers came out and they started firing into the crowd, and they killed like 13 people, right? And they injured like 30, something like that.
Bloody Sunday, right?
Bloody Sunday. And that really kicked off the troubles. That was when people were like, fuck this, like this is fucked up, and a lot of violence started taking place. It ended with the Good Friday Agreement in 1998 for most groups. There's still a lot of active.
Oh, wow, so it only took a week?
Yeah, 1998. Yeah, Good Friday.
Started on Sunday, ended on a Friday, guys.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. No.
I see a lot of betweens with the American government and how we treated minorities in America with our literacy tests after we integrated. I'm pretty sure that seems right out of the colonizer playbook.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. I mean, the colonizing playbook, the blueprint was made in Ireland. The first plantations were in Ireland. That's where the potato comes from. It was brought from the Americas back, stopped in Ireland. They said, hey, we're going to strip you of all of your land and rights. You can't go to school. Your language is illegal. And also, you have to farm these potatoes and give us 1/3 of the crop in order to pay rent on the land that you used to own. And that was going on all the way from back in the 1600s up until,
Yeah, I would be
up
pissed.
until the famine and after the famine. So that's why the famine was a very much like a created event. They created a system where that was the only food they had a source of. And then when that failed, the British were like, well, fuck you guys, we don't care.
Fuck you guys. You think they would have come up with French fries all this time?
Yeah, no, but
fucking ketchup, tomato. Holy shit, guys! Holy shit! Pack our bags. We're leaving Ireland.
Yeah, but
if only that's.
Yeah, that would be nice. They did. They left in the millions. They were like, we're starving to death. Anyway, that actually brings us into the San Patricios, which is the group that I have, right? started in 1847 because of people fleeing Ireland, going to America. In order to get citizenship, they were forced to join the military. So,
Here?
yes.
What?
So in order to become a citizen, most of these guys, they had to join the military, right? Because they were fighting Mexico at the time. They needed soldiers. And so they were like, hop on the fucking train, go down there and fight these people. So they were like, so we know you just left our cousins over there killing you and starving you, but yeah, we're going to force you in the military. Go down there, kill those people that are also Catholic, also native to their land, and we're attacking them. And so when they got down there, they were like, yeah, no, and they switched sides, and they joined the Mexican side.
God damn.
About 600-700 Irish people, known as the San Patricios now. There's a plaque for them in Mexico. Like every year they have a festival, and it's great. It's a good brotherhood because they stood on business and they did what was right.
Why is that not a movie?
There's movies about it. There's songs about it.
Oh, you guys fucking love to sing. I know there's a fucking
Yeah,
song.
there's songs. No, there's like
Put that shit on a fucking one of those moving things.
there's like Mexican songs about it. You know, it's great. But that's the thing. Like today, I'm like anyone of Irish American descent, or just Irish. You know, like me, like first gen. You know, straight immigrant. Like,
yeah.
How can you not identify with what's happening to immigrants today?
Yeah.
When you ever heard of the Kensington riots in Philadelphia?
I believe so.
Yeah, so it was like an anti-Irish riot.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, it was an anti-Irish riot. That they were like the nativists, as they called themselves. They were just American Anglos that believed that the land belonged to them. When the Irish came, they hated them. There was a riot in Philadelphia in the 1840s. They just went through and burned everybody's homes down.
God damn.
They killed a bunch of Irish people. They did all this stuff. It happened in St. Louis as well. Many other places. There's tons of what's that place in Indiana? Tippecanoe. There was a massive.
Oh, sorry. How did I not think of that one?
How did you not know? How did you not know Tippecanoe?
I knew the back of the canoe.
Yeah, not the tip of the canoe. Okay. Anyway, there was a massive anti-Irish riot. And the National Guard would come in. You know, it was a whole thing. And then there's the Molly Maguires, who were Irish coal miners that, you know, were fighting back against basically slavery and conscript pay, and they ended up all getting hanged. You know, San Patricios all got, you know, hung all at once. Not all of them, about 50 of them at a time. The rest of them escaped to Mexico, and still, their descendants are still there today.
Is that why there are some Mexicans that are ginger?
Yeah, like Canelo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is why.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
And
God damn, I thought I was just doing a low-key a little funny right there. Just maybe.
No, that is why. That's actually why. Yeah, there's lots of people that are very proud of their Irish ancestry, especially in Mexico City and Jalisco. Yeah, and
you guys always seem to team up with the right team. You guys seem to get it right all the time.
Not always.
No?
Sometimes they become cops. And those guys, that's what I'm like. That I don't understand that at all. I get it at the time. It was like it was for survival. You needed a fucking job, you know. But like now, it's like if you're Irish American and you don't identify with Mexican Americans and Mexicans getting killed in the street just for being Mexican, how can you not see the stark parallels? You know, because they would have been considered illegal back in the day.
Yeah,
like that. The way that the Irish came here en masse during the potato famine and later on was exactly the same as they were fleeing poverty and war. The Mexicans coming here are fleeing poverty or war and cartel violence, and like they're coming here in order to just better themselves. So the San Patricios, which is my group, we work with the Brown Berets, the Mexican group, just for community defense and for worker strikes, food handouts, just anything, just like working together to better the community.
Is that some of the flyers you got there for?
Yeah, that's we got like the second Sunday of every month. We do a hot food handout right in front of the courthouse. Where me and a couple of the other San Patricios, we cook every month, like hot food, like straight fresh food for the homeless and anybody else that needs it too.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is, I can't speak on that directly right now because we're currently organizing it, but we're trying to get workers' unions together to get better pay for people, like specifically in the Irish and Mexican immigrant areas that are in Lexington, because a lot of us come here for work. They work in a very specific field, which I can't say right now because we need the element of surprise in order to create the union and then ask for our demands. You know what I mean?
I think I know. I think I know what sector of work we're talking about.
Yeah, yeah. So let's not even. Moving on. It is.
Everyone who watches is gonna be like, "Oh, it's that for sure."
It's definitely not a four-legged animal. But anyway,
it's like this really super secret job that minority Americans work on. In
only Mexicans and Irish people are working there. It's not Amazon.
It's not Amazon.
Anyway, we're trying to get better wages because they're getting the threat of ICE used against them in order to give them shit wages like $8, $10, $11, $12 an hour to do skilled labor. And so the San Patricios, the Brown Berets, and the Black Panther Party are working together to create systems where we can assist each other as immigrants, as natives, as oppressed individuals in the past. Like, we don't believe in reparations from the government. I'll tell you that much. Our groups are all about self-reparations, which means like helping each other's communities and building each other up. We don't need handouts. Like, we're not looking for handouts. You know what I mean? We are looking for the cops to stop killing people.
Yeah.
Specifically unarmed people. We'd like it if they didn't kill anybody.
Yeah.
But unarmed, children, children and fathers in front of their children. We don't like that. We don't like that.
It's pretty good. It's pretty normal room temperature, but take.
Yeah. We have a gun club. We're not a violent group. We do believe in the Second Amendment, though. We believe in self-defense. And I will say this: I don't think there's no immigrant, no brown person, no black person should be going anywhere without a firearm these days. Because just the amount of people killed is just insane. Just this year. Fuck white people too, man. If you're a leftist, this current administration is talking about just rounding people up.
Yeah.
How can you not get prepared?
That is very true.
And they are rounding people up,
It's good to see that the socialists are getting the fucking band back together. The Avengers are assembling.
Yeah,
the Avengers are assembling.
For sure. Yeah, it's slow going, but we're trying. We have a chapter San Patricios. We have a chapter here. We have a chapter in Philadelphia now, which is actually new since the last time we talked.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to start the hot food handout. That's always how we start. Is humanitarian effort first. Where are the needs of the people?
You fix something and then you get to do some politicking.
Yeah, that's the thing. We try to avoid any politicking if we can, but
these are politics. They're just basic politics that shouldn't actually be debated upon.
They shouldn't be politics.
We unfortunately are.
We generally just believe in defending basic human rights.
Well,
that there's nothing else to it.
That could end the whole conversation. It's just
exactly.
I don't know how many other groups of people could be like, we're doing this for the betterment of society and humanity.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's a tough thing. I hope it never gets taken into any other direction.
And if you could pass a message to the Black Panthers for me, we need them to get on fucking white people and our AI usage. They've been on us for years and years about our white people shit.
Yeah,
this is crazy white people shit.
Which one? The AI
just
usage?
AI usage and just the good outweighing the bad.
Yeah, I don't fuck with AI at all.
Yeah.
Nope. I'll tell them. I'll tell them.
Guys, we need some we need oversight here.
Yeah.
They said paragliding. That's crazy white people shit. And there's a difference between that white boy's crazy and white people shit right there.
Yeah, no, for sure. All these immigrants come here and have anchor babies, and then
Anger babies?
Yeah, you ever heard of the anchor baby?
Oh, an anchor baby, yes, yeah.
They're like, all these immigrants are coming here and they're having anchor babies and leaving them here, and then they're going to grow up to be rapists and murderers and thieves.
Why are they putting babies at the bottom of the pond?
And I'm I'm like, bro, that happened in the 16th, 17th century, and then now here you guys are. You know what I mean? It's like, grow up to be, you know. I mean, that's I don't understand. You know, I genuinely don't understand from a moral standpoint the hate on immigrants, and I also don't understand it from an economic standpoint. Because
everything works on work. And those guys are ready to work.
Yeah, they come here, they work, and then they spend their money here.
Yeah.
Which stimulates the economy. It gives us taxes. Mm-hmm. That revenue could go into infrastructure for everybody. You know what I mean? And that's just what people do. I mean, the Cato Institute did a study recently about how migrants actually pay more taxes than the average person. And they've actually lowered the debt, and over the last 30 years, by something like $12 trillion, because they pay a lot of taxes, whether they like it or not. Sales tax, they get taxes taken out of their check, at least at a state level.
Yeah.
I know that for sure. I know that from personal experience.
You goddamn immigrant.
Yeah, my dad mainly. He'd always be complaining about all the taxes he had to pay. And he was fucking undocumented, and he's back in Ireland now. And he paid in. That's the thing, but they pay into this system, and they get fucking zilch out of it. They don't get EBT. They don't get any health care, no Medicaid, no Medicare. They don't get anything from the government because they're undocumented. You know what I mean? And so those people, from an economic standpoint, it's like, okay, so you don't like them because they're not citizens. Make them citizens.
Yeah.
Just, they're here. They have the lowest crime rate of any group in the country. They pay the most in taxes to no taxes.
They didn't exactly just get here in one day either, so I would assume they don't want to go back.
Yeah, I mean, they genuinely believe in America, otherwise they wouldn't be here, you know, and it's like, okay, let's solve the issue. This is what I don't understand. Instead of spending all the money to hire an ICE agent to go catch him, to load the plane up, to fuel the plane, or the bus or the car, or whatever it takes to take them all the way back to their country, why not just give them citizenship? Because now you can charge them even more taxes, which is what they want. That's the main arguing point.
That's how you know you're legit, is when you're getting taxed out the cockhole.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's like the main argument, is that like they don't pay as many taxes as the rest of us, and that they're like sucking off the system, and they're just like, you know, like what's the word? Like bums or something off the system, but they're not, obviously. I mean, it's like, but if that is your argument, then why not just give them citizenship? Do a background check. Here's your citizenship.
And if our CIA is doing what they're supposed to be doing and as good as what they say they are, they should have no problem being like, oh, this guy has no known terrorist ties.
Yeah, I mean, 90% of the people that ICE arrests have zero criminal background.
Yeah.
You know, and it's crazy, you know. And most people are in the process of trying to become citizens anyway. Almost all of them. I can tell you for sure. I mean, I grew up on horse farms. You know, like my mom was a farm laborer, still is a farm laborer. Yeah. My dad was a farrier. You know, he shod horses. He put the horse. He was a laborer. I don't want to get into all of it because I know we want to wrap this up. Keep it quick. But I can tell you, like, from my personal experience, that they're good people. The Irish have stood with them for a long time, since 1847 at least, and you know, we're here for our brothers and sisters, basically. That's all that there is to it. And same with the black community, you know, because like I told you about earlier, our civil rights movement in Ireland and in Northern Ireland was inspired by the black civil rights movement. And Bernadette Devlin, which, if you put any links in, you should put the video of Bernadette Devlin speaking about the similarities between the Irish civil rights movement and the black civil rights movement, and how they inspired us to get our civil rights in our country.
Bernadette right here to close out the video.
Bernadette Devlin, look it up. But you know, I always like to in whatever with the mantras from like each group, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm representing. I've told them that I was coming here.
Rip it. Shout out to the fucking squad. Shout out to the homies.
So the Brown Berets, they always say "Viva la causa," right? Long live the cause. That's their thing, as in rights for Mexicans and Mexican Americans. Black people in the Black Panther Party, they say "All power to the people." We say "Chucky our law," which means our day will come. That's what the Irish say. So we all have our own cute little saying.
Dude,
right?
yeah, the Avengers are symbolic. Dude, what the fuck?
No,
They've got catchphrases. That's so tough.
I'll end it with like, we're nonviolent. We're a self-defense group.
Yeah.
Period. Like, we're not here to like do no crazy shit. We just know from experience that groups like this that work together typically are targeted, and so we practice self-defense.
They hate to see a unified group.
For that reason.
Unified, non-majority race group of people, whatever, just bunch of pieces of the pie coming together. That's fucking awesome.
For sure. And if anyone sees this that's in Lexington or in Kentucky or whatever, second Sunday of every month, we're out there handing out food. Feel free to come by, see us.
Second Sunday
of every month at the Lexington Courthouse. That's where we're at. But I think that cover it pretty much.
Yes, sir.
Sweet, dude. All right.
Look at that.
Word.
Thank you for watching Down the K-Hole. This has been a lovely educational episode on why, hey, maybe our system's a little fucked up and we should probably stop killing brown people.
Stop killing everybody. Yeah. Including brown people and black people.
Goodbye.
There is nothing sadder to people struggling against oppression in Ireland to look towards Boston City and see our people. We know how they got here. We know the oppression they fled from Ireland in various generations to get to this city, being used to oppress the black people of this city.